dadgum something else. What is happening? I can't let her out. That was her job. That's why I got her butt, Minky, was to be the protector of these animals around here, and her butt won't stay home. She was in the yard. She's constantly in the yard. In the road. I let her out for about 3 or 4 days. She was off of her cable, and she has a cable that runs that whole length of that width of that backyard, and then she can go into that little house when it rains. I let her out for about 3 or 4 days, and I'm like, praise God, maybe her little mind is a little older. You know, she's almost 2. She's maybe getting older. She's getting more mature. She climbed over, I think I talked about that the other day. She climbed over that fence, tore up the lights on those bees, and staff found her out on the street. I can't trust her off the cable. It's ridiculous. So I'm losing these animals right and left around here. And more so now than I think I ever have in the past. Okay. Just got back from Tractor Supply. I went ahead and got the feed that I needed. I hated spending that much money only at one time, but I wanted to go ahead and have the feed I needed out there for, you know, we've got the rest of this week and 1 more week, and then we leave, and then it'll all be up to Bree. And I didn't want her to be worried about, you know, I didn't want to worry about feed anymore between now and then. I didn't want her to worry about feed if she went in and thought, oh my gosh, she's only got a half a, you know, barrel of feed. So anyway, regardless of all that, I'm back in. Since I had so much, I had 6 bags of feed, and so I backed up, pulled around and went through the field in the SUV, backed up to the feed room, fed the goats real quick so they'd be out of my way so I could just unload the feed real quick. And while I'm unloading the feed, I see, okay, so Sunday was, I thought my turn to cook, then Mom said it was her turn to cook, and so she was gonna do chicken and dumplings for Bennett's birthday. You know, we do the family Sunday birthdays when it's, you know, during the week. If a family member has had a birthday, we do theirs and it doesn't matter whose house it's at. But I didn't want to do chicken and dumplings, and I didn't know that he had requested that. So when Mom said it was her turn, I said, Mom, it's not your turn, it's my turn. And she goes, well, Bennett wants chicken. And I was like, okay, well, you can do it then, because I didn't want to do chicken and dumplings. It's a lot of work in chicken and dumplings. It's not the easiest meal to make, and you're doing a whole lot of standing in one spot, making sure your dumplings don't stick and all that kind of stuff. And I just was not in that kind of a mood. So get out of there. Get down. Get. It's one of them wild ones, and I had a children's hamburger, me and Levi, when we went to Tractor Supply earlier. Okay, so I'm going to get to the story. So while we were here, everybody was here, I had seen a chicken that was no longer with us in my yard, meaning something got in my yard and got it. And I asked Jake, I said, Jake, I was so busy doing stuff here for lunch. I said, I didn't pick it up. Would you go pick it up? And he said, yeah. There wasn't a lot of feathers there, just the chicken. But I did, when I went out to the goat yard, found a whole bunch of feathers out there. And I'm like, okay, did something chase something down out there and then chase it all the way into the yard? That's Jake. Back here. So this morning when I get back from Tractor Supply, I'm putting feed in the feed room in the back of my vehicle. And I'm doing a video and he's doing a video. So I'll get back to y'all in just 1 second. Okay, he's gone. So anyway, I told him, I walked out there, it was here on the porch. He walked out there and he picked up the chicken. Not a whole lot left, but he brought it up and he goes, what do you want me to do with it? Now everybody's sitting here eating because I didn't think he would do it right that minute. And I said, oh my gosh, just throw it in that trash can. And there was a bag in the trash can, right? There's a trash bag in there. And, oh my gosh, it gets so frustrating when you raise things and you feed them and you take care of them and you pen them at night, this time when I was unloading feed, yes, just a few minutes ago, and looked into the yard, there's this, where am I at on this? Right there, between that tree and the fence, it's a little pile of feathers scattered around, not a big cluster. And I was like, more feathers. And then I looked again, and there's another chicken laying there. So I was like, oh my gosh, in my yard again. And I don't know, the one from Sunday, I think it chased it around out there in the field because there was a cluster of feathers past the goat right there next to the water. There was like this trail of feathers, but then they were all in here. Okay, so now I've got another one. So I'm just like, what the heck? They're coming in. It's coming. The last time I lost a lot of chickens. I had the flu. I mean, real flu. Had been to the doctor, diagnosed with the flu, was taking that, I can't remember now what that flu med's called, but it's very expensive, 99 bucks. And that's with insurance. Anyway, you know, I'm like out of it. So that one night, I didn't close up my chickens. That next morning, when I come walking through y'all know how when you come down the hallway, you pass my dining room table. He's talking so loud out of his truck. So, yeah, I'm passing my dining room table, going in toward the kitchen, and that back door that goes out onto my back porch didn't have a curtain in it at the time. I've got a curtain there now, one of those little gathered curtains, but then it didn't. And through that door and out into this yard, I could see chicken, 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 chicken. I was like, what? And I looked again, and I was like, no. And I went out, and sure enough, out of all the chickens I had at that moment, at that time, I only had 4 still alive and breathing. They had basically jumped the fence or flew the fence and was sort of out in the field in the tall grass hiding. And they slowly, by the evening, sort of came back up, 4 of them. One was injured really bad with a hurt leg. She later on, I lost her, but for a while she lived. And, you know, I was just like, how is, this has to be a dog, and how is this dog getting in my yard? Anyway, I come back around, parked my car, got out, set my purse in the house, and came straight out. Well, it was a guinea, not a chicken. And I'm like, dadgum, they roost on top of that. They roost on top of the chicken house, the coop. And you can't pin guineas up. We've already had this discussion back when everybody was so upset they were going to Lester's. You can't pin them up. So, and I've only got 9 left. Now I only have 8. I had 9 left out of 15. Don't know and will not worry about how I went from 15 to 9. I'm not going there again, but now I'm down to 8 because of this. So I go out and I pick it up, and I'm walking toward the porch, and I'm going to put it in that trash. There's just, you know, like back legs and wings. That's it. So I'm going to put it in this trash can. And when I got close up to the porch, the trash bag was missing. And I'm like, well, Levi doesn't take the trash out unless he's told. Sometimes he will if he throws something away he didn't want me to know he ate, or if he made a whole bunch of, like he made tea and used more tea bags than he was supposed to. But lately I've been really good about leaving the pantry door locked. He can't get to stuff. But he would never come outside and take the trash bag to the dumpster. And I'm thinking, well, maybe Daniel or Dad did it Sunday afternoon. I didn't even notice that when they left, they took my trash. That would have been a sweet thing to do. But as I walked up to it, got close to it, there was a possum down in it. So I did a little bit of video a little bit a while ago, and I'm going to have to edit it, but I will put it in what I found in that trash can. So all I can think of is though is when he jumped in, he smelt all that. Well, not only did he have a meal back over there by the chicken coop, which is frustrating, but he smelt probably all the barbecue plates from Sunday. So anyway, I'll show y'all that in just one second. Anyway, there is a possum. I'm scared to death to look at it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Curled up right there. It's still... All right, back in the house. And I know that this video was a little bit, I hope you was able to understand it, because I had to do a whole lot of editing, because I had done a little bit of a video, then Jake came, then I did more video, and then I sort of talked about the same, you know me, I talked about the same things in the first part of the video that I was talking about in the last part of the video. Anyway, trying to edit it the best I can. So there may be some little drop-offs where you can hear me saying something, but I had to cut out. I hate doing that kind of stuff. I like them to be clean, but this one's not a very clean video. It's clean. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. Anyway, love you guys. God bless y'all. And hey, let's pray that was the last of the possums for a while. I need to catch a break out there until I get this trip over and then get my chicken coop built like I wanted to keep things out. All right, love you guys. See you later.